long as you weren't getting ready to tell me that we weren't muted earlier, I'm.
Facebook came on. I got the alert. Okay. I don't need pecans.
You're lucky I'm here.
Like he's in the passenger.
You're lucky I'm here. I came here purely to defend myself.
You have a contract to be here.
And I'm going to defend myself tonight.
Tell yourself what you have
mean
to tell
like
yourself.
lie or
No, I'm here to defend myself.
Okay. This should be good. This is gonna be the best show of the year, Phil. You know that?
I'm here to defend myself.
The best show of the year. Hey, where's my clip?
Don't worry about your clip.
You guys do well.
You just focus over there.
You're what?
My clip.
You got enough problems in your own backyard. You need to take care of yourself.
I went 9-1 last week.
Oh, you have the
Oh, who won last week's wagers?
2 people went 9-1. One person went 8-2.
9-1, 8-2.
Nope. I did
9-1, 8-2.
I did the benefit of the show.
Oh.
Took it for the team.
Oh, going that route again?
No, that was Phil.
Oh.
Chandler won, I heard.
Isaiah,
And who we
test is working correctly. Awesome. We'll start at 6 o'clock.
3 minutes.
There's only one team to let me down, and I should have picked the other team. I should just went for it.
Should have done a lot of
I didn't have
things
nothing.
online.
I didn't have nothing to lose. My record. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, you're out of it.
Yeah, I know. I should just went for it. And
Last
looked like a
place.
genius
Some
today.
people call it last place. Some people call it third.
Third place.
Yeah.
Third place is good.
Why doesn't it just pop up?
Because it's YouTube,
Mr.
doesn't
Hammonds.
automatically know what you're wanting to look at.
Well, if you wouldn't live, wouldn't it? If I follow, wouldn't it pop up?
You don't got the bell, do you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't get.
No, he didn't push the button.
Well, yes, I did.
Wow.
You know what? You know what? I don't. I hate you both.
Ouch. Show must done.
Second Banana Media.
Yeah. And there it is.
Subscribed.
Already subscribed. Personalized. Can't you just hit all?
I think now.
Oh, I didn't show you. I just did it for you yesterday. Never mind.
Now you'll get. Oh, now I think you'll get the live one. Oh,
Yep.
that's it for the YouTube.
The YouTubers.
Isaiah Hammonds.
Senior.
Oh, I'm so glad the election's over.
Oh my gosh.
Radio's back. TV's back.
You know who misses the elections?
Oh, I know several people. Advertisers.
The media
Well, yeah.
groups.
They said in 3 states they spent $300 million in governor races.
How come we didn't get any on these?
Chris isn't political when it comes to ads. He likes to stay above that, right?
Well, if they're willing to give a piece of the pie for
That's up to
$3
our
million.
sales team. What's our sales team?
You told us not to go market.
That's right. You
That's
did.
cap.
No, you did. 2 out of 3 say so.
Call a board meeting.
So I called Cap.
All in order. All
Phil.
present, raise your hand. Everybody says Chris is cap right now. Raise your hand. Motion carries. 2-1. That was easy enough. Paris Summer Olympics. You guys want to go to the Olympics?
The World Cup is in a couple weeks.
I'm talking about sports right now.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Cali came in and got the baseball.
Cali County?
Yeah.
You see that, baby?
What'd they do?
They took like Tuttle's like starting 9 or going to Cali. Cali Cubs had a good season last year, and they came in and took all the players from Oklahoma.
All the players that don't go D1?
All the good ones. Oh, no, these kids will eventually go D1, yes.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying if you're not getting drafted and going straight, or you're
a lot of the kids.
Leonard
depends.
says, hello, gentlemen.
my boy.
GF Guthrie says, howdy.
Ooh.
Some of the kids like to go JUCO route because they can get drafted out of the first round. If you go D1, you got to wait 3 years.
You got to wait 3 years?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Just like football.
We'll go. I understand in football. I don't understand that in baseball.
Yep. Every sport's like that except for basketball, I believe.
I don't understand that in baseball at all.
Yeah. That's why I like
why
kids
you
to
go
take
JUCO.
JUCO route.
So let me ask you this: the best JUCO team, could they compete in the College World Series?
No.
Probably not.
Okay.
Because they're developed a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, you're dealing with freshmen and sophomores. Most of your college teams are now
Juniors,
juniors.
seniors.
Now, if you're talking a one-game winner take all, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
there's a
yeah,
chance.
yeah,
Yeah, no doubt about it. But in a series,
A lot of D1 schools don't even play these teams.
yeah. Oh no, a lot of teams wouldn't even play us.
In fact, those D1 schools go in and take all the JUCO players.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 6:01. We can get started.
Oh, showtime.
Best show of the year coming up.
Hello and welcome everyone to the High School Huddle. It is playoff time in the state of Oklahoma. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you here on a Wednesday night, getting set for the first round of the playoffs. Some teams have byes this week.
Ooh.
Some teams are off this week, so extra week of practice. Super majority of the people, of the teams out there will be playing on Friday night. It is single elimination. Everybody is 0-0. Did I get all the coach talk out of the way?
Lose, you go home.
Lose, you go home. All that stuff. And we hope to have a whole bunch of great stuff here on the broadcast for you. As last week was a lot of interesting ball games. The one everyone in the state of Oklahoma, the nation talked about, is that Bixby Jinx football game on the ESPN2 broadcast, national televised game, and the almighty Bixby Spartans go down for the first time this season.
First time this decade, right?
Yeah, 58-game winning streak comes to an end as Jinx wins it 38-35. Bixby had a couple of late scores in that ball game. It was
never really close, though.
Yeah, watching the highlights of that one, it was big play after big play after big play. There was a few turnovers in there, but it looked like there was a lot of big-time players making some big-time plays in that game.
Yeah, I was watching that in Georgia. It was quite a show of a good game. What do you think, Phil? Was that a good game?
You talking about Chandler and what games are you talking about?
What?
Bixby Jinx.
Bixby Jinx?
Not even going to ease into it.
No.
Just jumping right there.
Stay tuned. We got a special for you. You don't want to miss it.
You really don't. You
Don't
really
want to
don't.
miss it. We're going to discuss here a little bit.
A lot of shenanigans.
You don't want to miss this segment here coming up. But
wouldn't you agree, Phil? It wasn't really even close. I mean, it was about
a 2-point game.
Well, it was about three.
3-point game.
It was a 3-score game there until last 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, so they don't count all the games?
Oh, no,
This
it's
part
just.
that fits you?
I mean, Oklahoma. I mean, when they won that championship, it was a dominant game, but the game was kind of close.
When was the last time Oklahoma won?
Well, 2000.
22 years ago? Okay.
Let's stay on Stubbage here.
But Bixby, first time they've lost since August 24th, 2018. Of course, Jinx was able to get them as well.
I've been saying for some time, I think it was anybody's game. I think you got 3 teams. You got, of course, Bixby, Union, and Jinx, all 3 of them. Jinx got healthy. It was a pick'em game. I think that
You're not even believing a word you're saying
really
right
not,
now.
no.
Well,
It was bad.
Grant Oliver watching. Down goes Bixby. Who would have thought that?
Yeah, you know what, Grant Oliver?
Not this one.
You know what, Grant Oliver? We got YouTube followers to talk about, little buddy, so just hold your thought.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to come strong right now.
We had a lot of subscribers in a small amount of time,
And they all
and the show
disappeared.
ends,
Yeah.
and all the subscribers go away.
And I
A
know
lot of
who.
Duncan IP addresses.
Yeah.
Our IT team is looking to confirm everything.
Yeah. That's what we should spend this segment on. Who cares about Bixby?
No,
They
back,
lost.
Back to Bixby. Let's go. Back to Bixby.
No, Bixby, obviously, I was on the Bixby wagon. I did not see Jinx having any chance whatsoever.
Wouldn't you grow hair?
Well, that might have been said.
Oh, yeah.
And I also remember off the air, of course, because Chris never showed. He said, I really think they'll win by 3 touchdowns. I think you said that as well last week. Did you not?
Oh, you're going to. Is this what? Is that your only defense?
If we're going to speak the truth, let's speak the truth. At least I'm not afraid to put it out there in public and take a chance. Ronnie, you pick them to be state champions, then you have Union number 1 all year. You're still going to pick them to win.
I can't take that pick back.
Stop. We can tonight. We get to re-pick tonight.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we start playoffs. Chris secretly to us talks about they're gonna dog walk Jinx. There's no. I mean, I was the one that had enough courage. Some would say, me being some, to put Bixby out there publicly. Sometimes it's sports, boys. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
I don't think we ever badmouthed Bixby one this year. We said they're a great team.
Yeah,
on the air, absolutely.
I had them in a state championship game.
On the air.
What more could you want?
Yeah,
I said it off the air.
I have them win the state championship game.
How about now?
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Talk about that.
Yeah. So get your friends. Don't want to miss here in a few seconds.
Got a good video coming
to
up.
back all this stuff up. But
I've been bullied since last Friday.
You know what? Let's go ahead and let's get it here. This has been all season long. Remember in the preseason, I had Jinx number 1, Union number 2, Bixby number 3.
We laughed at you.
And laughed, and I got mocked.
Still mocking him.
Now, coming up in a few segments, where do we put Bixby now?
I know where they're going for me.
Where do we put Jinx now?
I know where they're at, too.
Yeah, so that's going to come up here in a little bit. But we were able to compile some of the clips over this 10-week season so far. We got a few more weeks, and Bixby might need this. But Phil's been a little aggressive and on a lot of things.
I got attacked every week by you two.
Well, it's because we were right.
Leonard got the sneak peek of the video. He says, of course, the video highlights of Phil back in Bixby was awesome.
Oh, boy.
And Leonard says, stick to your guns, Phil. And that's exactly what Phil did over the course of this season.
Leo knows I won't back off.
Well, with no further ado, let's see how this season has gone so far for Phil and those Bixby Spartans.
And you two village idiots have them second. What's wrong with you two? Who's Bixby finished with?
Bixby has more and Jinx.
Ooh.
Well, no more after they put the break on your preseason pick to win.
What's they lose to Jinx?
They won't. They're not going to lose to Jinx. God, you guys, just stop.
It is at home. Bixby has Jinx at
They
home.
could play them in 10 buck too. They're not going to lose to them.
And we have a little shift in 6A1 rankings, but not what Phil wants it to be.
You guys are both, I'm just going to say, you're both idiots. You're idiot.
Number 2, those Bixby Spartans going for a 56-game win streak.
Yeah,
this
but
week.
they're second. There's a better chance of me growing hair. Everybody I talk to that follows the show, that is the consensus. How is Bixby not number 1?
Jinx is a powerhouse.
Didn't Bixby go into art? I just want to apologize right now for the stupidity demonstrated by the two gentlemen to either side of me.
Winning streaks don't beat Union.
I'm disgusted with both of you.
All right, so
What do you got to do to get some respect out of you two? A 56-game winning streak.
They're going for 56.
Playing Broken Arrow this week. A 56-game winning streak. And you guys have them at 2. And what drives me even more crazy, Ronnie picked them to win state. Bixby is the clear number 1 team in 6A1. You guys are absolutely, you got to get off the pipe. That's all I'll say. You got to get off the pipe.
Nobody's allowed to have opinion with Phil.
Well, you're supposed to have a good opinion if you have one.
My number 3 team in 6A1 is the Bixby Spartans.
He's so
dumb.
He's so stupid.
Number 3.
Just so dumb.
50-0 in the last 50 games.
51.
51.
6A1. We'll see. We'll see.
7A1, and they're still the best
Bixby
team.
number 3.
I got just.
Jinx 2-time defending state champions. They lost 25 starters. Wait till they all come back, and they're winning with one starting offensive line.
They went. All the players went to their rivals.
Exactly.
So why would I pick the rival higher than
The
them?
running game. More so to go for Jinx. If I couldn't have Jinx my number one, because Jinx is overcoming all the odds right now. My little bitty Jinx.
Yep.
I mean, they're just the little baby they could. They just keep on moving.
Nathan said we need to kick you off your show.
Well, Nate, hear me now, believe me later.
So what is your logic in having Union ahead of Bixby?
Well, I went with them early on.
Okay. You're true to yourself.
True to myself.
You had Bixby at 3?
I did. Phil, last time Bixby lost was way back on August 24th, 2018.
That's right.
It was a home game that Bixby
I was
lost.
28 years old that year.
And the team that beat Bixby was the Jinx Trojans. 28-14. I remember.
Because you're an idiot. I mean, Bixby's just superior to everybody in 6A1.
Here are the
Embarrassed to
top
be a part of
5.
It's a good ranking right there.
I'm embarrassed to be a part of this.
Top ranked team, number 1, the Redhawks of Union High School. Number 2, Bixby, trying to extend the nation's longest winning streak.
Can't get no respect around here, though. Sheesh. I got nothing left to say. I mean, if you guys, no, I got a lot to say. If you can't, if what does Bixby have to do to just be in the high school huddle number 1 spot for 1 week? So when they finish the year with a 63 game winning streak,
I'll have them number 1 in my rankings.
Yes.
What-
Yeah, I'll get them ranked.
you're going to have to give me more than that.
But
I just got to tell you both, I hate you so much when we talk about this.
Hashtag Village Idiots.
Absolutely. I have called you both idiots for the last 4 weeks straight.
there are changes, but not at the top.
I'm ashamed every time you put that graphic up there. I'm ashamed to be a part of that.
Go ahead.
I have Union Redhawks
Oh.
as the number 1
These
team.
2 idiots are the reason why Bixby's number 2. I want to be very clear about that. Not me. It just really bothers me that both of you. I understand one of you. See, I expect this out of Ronnie. I would expect this out of you.
So let me ask you.
I think they're close.
I don't think they're close
Chris, you think they're close?
at all.
I think they're close.
I don't think they're close at all. It's just.
Well, there you have it. A small, that was 4 minutes. It could have been 25 minutes, but to respect your time, we went 4 minutes. Phil, the floor is yours.
I think Bixby's still going to win the state championship.
Okay, so you're not backing off. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
You're not going to say sorry for calling us idiots?
Oh, no, you're both idiots.
No.
I mean, I may have been wrong on this one, but you're both idiots, believe me. I know you.
We'll add that to the tidbit
I know
here.
you two too well.
We'll add that to the tidbit next year, here in a few weeks.
I was telling Phil, could you imagine if we had a video compilation of all the stuff when we're around you all the time?
Oh, that'd be a
Some of the
problem.
stuff
No,
you
that'd
said.
be a real problem.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Jinx. It looked like to be a really good high school football game. We were on the broadcast and I was able to catch little pieces of it, but looks like ESPN's broadcast went really, really well.
Yeah.
Full graphics.
It was
video.
good. Yeah, it was a good broadcast. Like I said, I got to watch it from a ferry boat over in Georgia, and then got to finish it up in my hotel. So yeah, it was a good production, good game. Except for the announcer kept calling him Janks. He kept calling him Janks. Janks takes the lead. Janks takes the lead.
And I was watching the highlights, and sometimes they go Haas, and sometimes they would say
has. Yeah. And
What is it?
I think it's Haas.
I think it's Haas, but I've seen two productions where they say has.
Yeah.
Well, they're wrong.
Phil, don't start.
Sorry. And our new clip.
It's in my DNA. I can't help it.
Our new clip is beginning here.
It's in my DNA.
Ryan says, I agree, Bixby winning it all. That's another discussion because
Ryan's smart.
number 3, 4, 5 are Jinx beat Bixby. What's number 1? Union. What can they do to Bixby?
Lose.
Could.
Easy.
Jinx better hope they
Easy.
don't play Bixby again.
It would be in the semis if they both
That's
can
right.
beat
Yeah,
They
they
better
do.
hope they don't, because Bixby will dog walk Jinx. They play them again. Hear me now. Believe me later.
The running game for Jinx.
It was pretty good.
Janks.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Jinx.
Janks.
Jinx.
Jaden Carroll, Stanford, Ike Owens, they all had big time games. Like
They run up and down that field.
Just big runs.
It was at home too for Bixby. They got ran up and down the field on their own field.
Are we done?
And there was a big
really.
fourth and one. Bixby and Jinx held them.
Yeah, sure did.
Goal line stand. That was a
Sure
good time
did.
stand.
Yeah, absolutely they did.
And then Jinx hit the field goal
Correct.
right before half to make it
Correct.
17-14.
Yep.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting game. Phil
Mike Owens just run up and down the field.
Yeah, Ryan's with you. Ryan says they're not losing again.
Now we got comedians.
So here's some love. Phil needs all the support. Chris, Big Mac, we need to play that clip on a loop.
Big Mac knows that Bixby's the best team in 6.
We need to play that clip on a loop at the card game. I love you, Phil.
Ooh. Love you too, big guy.
Coming up here in a few minutes, there's some other games we got to get to that we'll discuss. Well, I also have our new high school huddle rankings.
Well, that's new. It's not really new. They're the same pretty much.
There's some changes in some because now the regular season the hay is in the barn. Yeah. We've seen the full resume.
Oh, I was regular season champion on picks.
That hasn't been confirmed yet. Let's calm down, Phil.
So, not only we'll have our high school huddle rankings, I'll be interested in what Phil's rankings are individually as well. And we'll also have our top 10 games of the week. And I got to tell you guys, top 10 games are going to be...
They're tough.
They are tough.
No, I think
it's the toughest of the season.
I'm going 10-0.
Phil's already said that.
Oh.
For the
that
record...
was in the privates.
Oh.
I'm saying publicly.
Oh. For the record, there's only been one person to go 10-0 this season.
Because I laid down, took one for the team, and picked the team that we all knew. The second the show ended, I said, I know they're not going to win, but I didn't want us to pick the same games every one. Did I not say that?
I don't remember that.
Oh,
Chris?
That's cap.
Board meeting?
That's cap.
So. All right, we're going to take our opening timeout. When we come back, we got a whole lot more to get. Today was National Signing Day as well. By the way, if you want to watch that clip, download it and play it at your family reunions, your high school reunions, whatever you want to do with that. We do have that on our High School Huddle, on our Second Banana Media YouTube page. It is on there if you want to watch that, download it, show it to your friends. It's already on there. So don't take our opening timeout. A big thank you to Generations Church. They are our title sponsor here. Love God, love people, serve both well. GenerationsGuthrie.com. You can also find them on Facebook. They got a lot of great things happening at Generations Church. 2524 West Noble Avenue is the address, and yes, located in Guthrie, but they have a big service that they provide. Whether you're in Idabel, Miami, Altus,
Jenks,
Goodwell, Jenks, all those places, they'd be glad to help you out. So. Chris McLemore agrees Bixby is number one.
Well, yeah, all smart people do.
Are they? They haven't been number one in the high school huddle rankings.
Not one time this year.
Not one time. Oh, by the way, everybody's poll, Union number one.
I know.
Where have you been?
Where you been? Well, I can say right now, we're the only people in state.
According to Phil, in America.
In America, that's right, in America, to have Union number one all year long.
I just want to point
out. And they
out,
finished the regular season number one.
I just want to point out, I'm part of that vote, so technically, I was right.
Union, the only undefeated team in 6A1 football this season.
That's right.
We got a whole lot more to talk about. This is the High School Huddle presented by Generations Church.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
Mm-hmm. We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
High School Huddle, round one of the Oklahoma playoffs this week. Exciting. We got a little long trip for us, but glad to have the playoffs here. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Before we get to our brackets and the breakdown of those brackets, another game of interest last week was that district championship game between Stillwater and Muskogee. Stillwater, the only undefeated team in 6A2 football this year, as they defeat the Roughers 38-21, Muskogee's first loss of the season.
Yeah, and two great teams, and Muskogee's definitely one of those teams that'll be there. I think they'll be in the semis for sure, and depending on what side of bracket they're on compared to, they should be opposite of Stillwater, wouldn't they be? I believe.
Muskogee?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be on the other side.
I think that very well could be. We might see that game again.
Yeah, Stillwater, Muskogee both have byes this week, along with Choctaw and Deer Creek. We'll talk about 6A2 football because Stillwater, the only undefeated team this year. Then you have those three teams, and it was interesting to do our top five picks. And then the way we do our top five high school huddles, I have my five, he has his five, we put a number system together. It comes up there. But it was a really interesting discussion between Muskogee, Deer Creek, and Choctaw, who all three went 9-1.
Yeah.
And see, what segment is this? Is this segment 2?
Yep.
So we do rankings this segment?
Usually.
Okay.
I thought we do that third segment, then fourth segment we do.
How many segments are we doing?
We have 3 segments, right?
Oh, I thought we did 4.
You guys added a segment just to bully me.
Oh, the victim.
Is Matt Hattie ever going to tell us who they really are?
That's the one thing about YouTube.
Because they're attacking me.
Oh.
First they say Phil's an SEC fan for sure.
What's that mean?
I guess that I like winning quality football.
Well,
be nice. I think that's like one of my biggest fans.
It's your only fan, Ronnie.
Well, no,
and
one of
then
my
Matt
biggest.
Hattie 14 says Phil still has Bama ranked number 1.
Do you?
Chris, who do I dislike probably as much? The only person I probably want to lose worse than Alabama is Texas. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I am not an Alabama fan, believe me.
I don't mind Alabama.
Not an Alabama fan.
I appreciate dynasties. I appreciate
like
greatness.
I appreciate what he does, but I'm not an Alabama fan.
Well, I'm not either.
I chuckle when they lose.
I was rooting for Alabama to beat LSU.
Yeah, because I really don't like Ryan Kelly.
Yeah.
He bothers me. Georgia is the best team in college football right now. Matt Hattie.
Lawton MacArthur qualifies for the playoffs, 59-54 over Noble. And you have that text we can pull up. Noble, I guess I can pull
Yeah,
it.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, pull that
That's
up.
a crazy stat.
Yeah, pull up that stat, Phil.
Yeah, I'm working on it. She's yelling at me.
You ain't going to find it. I'll find it for you.
I'm doing it.
Carl Albert wins the district 5A2. They go undefeated, and they always have that tough non-district schedule. Okay, so we're going to go back to the Noble Bears, and give us that stat, Phil.
We got a text from a buddy of ours that said he listed these numbers: 41, 40, 38, 39, 54.
What could that possibly mean?
Numbers one more time.
41, 40, 38, 39, 54.
High numbers.
Very high numbers.
Yeah, those were the...
I thought that was a Powerball that he was sending us that day.
Yeah, I used it for my Powerball. I didn't win, so.
So those are the numbers of
the games that Noble lost this year. That's how many points they scored.
They scored in those
games. That many points in those games and end up losing somehow.
It's insane. I mean, it really is.
Another great game, and I watched this game on Friday night. It was very entertaining. Midwest City and Elgin.
Ooh, good ball
that game in Elgin. Yeah. And Elgin just a few weeks ago, no, not last year, but first year this year to be in Class 5A. A couple of years ago, they didn't win a game. And now here they are in 5A, finished the year 8-2. Midwest City wins 23-21, a game that comes down to the end.
Scoring on like 5 seconds left, right?
Yeah. It was. And remember, the week before that, Elgin beat Lott MacArthur with a late score. So Elgin, a very good team. They got a quarterback that controls it well. They got a running back that runs it well. They got a wide receiver, and they got a freshman. Number 34, I don't know his name right now, but he is fun to watch as a freshman. So Elgin, very talented team there in 5A1.
That's going to be a good game between Guthrie and Elgin.
Yeah, it will be a great game. Guthrie making a trip there in the bracket. We'll talk about brackets here in a second. I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything big on games last week.
Oh, what about the Chandler game? That was a big game.
Yeah, Luther had a 6-game winning streak, and Chandler.
You still lost last week.
Oh, by the way, let's. I'm glad you mentioned Chandler.
No, I didn't lose last week.
What happened?
Ronnie's bullying me.
Oh, Chandler. Let me pull up here real quick. It looks like there were some state records.
Oh boy.
Kasem Hill.
Oh. Goodness.
For Chandler. Not only Chandler history, but in the Oklahoma High School record book, 6,621 career rushing yards, likely set the all-time mark in Class 2A, the Chandler running back.
That's incredible.
Yeah. How many miles? That's a little over a mile, ain't it?
What was it again?
Well, this is yards. Never mind.
6,621 yards.
Yeah, that's a bunch.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a bunch.
And then also... see, I got one more number here for you. So that averages out to 202 yards a game.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
And you picked 2 in that game?
I picked Luther.
Luther.
Keep coming back to that. Yeah.
Well, I was just waiting. I couldn't remember.
Luther had a 6-game winning streak. By the way, I'm now 0-2 on Chandler picks this year.
Well.
And I put them back on the top 10 this week.
See what you do this week.
See if I can go over 3 this week. That's coming up in our next segment. So,
possible.
All right. So those are some games last week. Bracket time. I mentioned 6A1 football. Bixby, Mustang, Union, and Norman North all have byes this week, so they are off this week. Edmond North is traveling to Jinx. Enid traveling to Edmond Memorial. We'll be picking that game here in a little bit. Norman is going to Broken Arrow. Norman 3-7. Broken Arrow 4-6. We'll also be picking that game. And then, interesting, Westmore at Owasso. I've not seen if Cole Adams is officially playing or not.
Ooh, he may play.
Yeah, he was held out for the regular season. He might play the playoffs. I haven't heard if that's going to remain the same or not.
Wassel's going to state championship.
They could win it all.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the 6A1 rankings as we talk about the bracket as well. And here are those rankings. The Tulsa Union Redhawks remain
still
the state #1 team, as you've seen all season long here on the High School Huddle. Other polls have now caught up to the Huddle in their polls. But Bixby #2, Norman North.
Good team effort.
Norman North stays at #3. Jinx bumps up 1 spot with the victory over Bixby to #4. Mustang drops 1 spot to #5. Guys, your thoughts on that one there? And I can tell you that Huddle's top 5 was exactly my top 5.
That was exactly mine as well. I put a lot of thought into it. I mean, Jinx is a 2-loss team, but so is Norman North. But again, head-to-head does matter when you have the same amount of losses, in my opinion. Norman North still gets the nod for me ahead of Jinx.
Norman North beat Jinx?
Yep.
That's exactly how I had mine as well.
Yeah. So your guys' initial thoughts, Bixby, I mean, with the bye, they'll have either Edmond Memorial or Enid. They should.
I feel badly for Edmond Memorial or Enid.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're going to be very, very angry the next time they get on a football field.
Edmond North has to make the long trip to Jinx, but Jinx should be okay.
Yes.
Yep.
And then you got Mustang. If Jinx wins that game, you got Jinx Mustang. That's not a gimme for either of those teams. That's,
no, but
that's
I think
#4 versus #5 in the High School Huddle.
Yeah,
polls.
but I think with Jinx getting healthy, You know, they've continued because they did have a lot of injuries at the beginning of the year. I think with Jinx getting healthy, you saw it against Bixby. It wasn't just offensive. It wasn't just them running the ball. I mean, it had that big stand against Bixby. We have a lot of fun and we joke back and forth. But we all know Bixby's a heck of a football team.
Yep.
And so they flat showed out against Bixby last week. So, I mean, they're getting healthy. They're playing well. I think I would have Jinx winning that game. But you're right. It's not a lay-down deal, but I think Jinx wins that game.
Yeah, Jinx, it's playoff time. They're hitting their stride.
Yeah.
They're hitting their stride. 2-time defending state champs. So there's nobody taking anything away from Jinx by any means.
Yeah, and if Jinx wins that game, they will travel to Mustang for that second round matchup. The other side of the bracket, Union has the bye this week, and then they'll play the winner between Norman and Broken Arrow, and Union.
That's a lay-down game.
Same thing. Yeah. So that would get them to the semifinals, where they would possibly await. Westmore's going to Wausau. We're going to have that game pick here in a little bit. Norman North awaits a winner of that one. Not a gimme, but Norman North should comfortably.
Absolutely.
Yeah, anything can happen. Then you have a Norman North Union final or semifinal. And, of course, the
rematch.
That would be a neutral site there. So that's the 6A1 bracket. We'll take a look at the 6A2 High School Huddle standings. A little bit of change, and this was the conversation here. Stillwater, only undefeated team at 10-0. Stillwater beats Muskogee, who was number 2 last week. And with the High School Huddle rankings, they stay at number 2 due to the Ruffers. Deer Creek 3, Choctaw 4, Booker T. Washington 5. Booker T. Washington finishes 6-4 this regular season, but 2, 3, 4, all with 9-1 records.
Well, I've got Deer Creek at 2, Muskogee at 3. That's my only difference, and I'm putting a lot of weight in the big win that Deer Creek had over the number 5 ranked Mustang team earlier this year.
It's a big win.
Very good victory.
So I think Deer Creek's 2, but I'm not gonna argue. I mean, I think people are foolish that argue about rankings. I think you just should go along with your partners when you're doing rankings.
So I think 1 through 4 again. Mine's nothing like that. I got Stillwater 1. I still have Choctaw number 2.
Of course, you do.
Move Muskogee down to 3, and Deer Creek still number 4. But again, I believe I picked Deer Creek to win the state championship. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I did before the season.
Trust me, it's on film.
It's the top.
Who'd you pick?
It's the top 4.
I can't remember.
Those top 4 are going to be the ones who are going to be going after it.
Who'd you pick?
I picked Deer Creek, I think, and then we picked Booker T, didn't we?
That's correct.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Never mind. Ugh.
Yeah. You done?
Hey, Booker T's on the bracket.
Yeah, they are on the bracket.
Are you done?
Ooh.
Yeah.
But we get to repick again, though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's some new picking going on.
Stillwater has a bye first round. Bartlesville is at Lawton. Stillwater awaits that winner. Pump City North is at Booker T. Washington. Deer Creek awaits that winner. Choctaw has a bye. Pump City visits Sand Springs. Tahlequah visits Ponca City. Winner between Tahlequah and Ponca City will be visiting Muskogee. And so you could have a semifinal of Stillwater, Deer Creek, Choctaw, Muskogee, and that would be your top. That would be a top 4 matchup on all 4 if there's no upsets.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's and the one game that I think
if there was one upset,
I think there could be an upset.
Yeah,
Booker T, and this is why I don't think
over Deer Creek.
Yeah, but let me explain why. I don't think they will beat them, but they have the athletes to beat them.
Yeah,
right. And anytime you got the Jimmies and Joes on the field, you definitely have a shot at winning any ball game you're in. They've showed that they beat the teams that they should beat, and they haven't beat the teams that are of equal or maybe a little better ball club. So, but we'll see. Playoff football makes things different, but I think that's about the only one that lends itself to a potential, in my opinion, upset. I think Muskogee glides in there, Choctaw glides in there. Stillwater, I think, manhandles Bartlesville or Lawton. So that's the only one where I think there'll be a potential showdown. And I think ultimately it's going to be a Stillwater-Muskogee rematch in the state championship.
I'm most excited about going to see somebody else besides Bixby win 6A2.
Yeah,
that's going to be cool to see. Deer Creek's going to have another chance. They lost in the state championship last year, and now you still got Choctaw in there. And
Choctaw lost a couple of years ago.
Choctaw lost a few years ago. Then you got Stillwater, who's been good all year long. So it's going to be nice to see somebody else besides Bixby win 6A2.
Well, the thing with 6A2, there's some real elite quarterbacks in this class.
A lot of D1 quarterbacks in there.
A lot of D1 commit
potential
guys.
D1s too as well.
Yeah, a lot of up and comers. You got some sophomores in there, but
Just the 4 teams who got by: Stillwater's quarterback, Deer Creek quarterback, Choctaw quarterback, Muskogee quarterback.
All D1 kind of kids.
Yeah, they're really good.
So legit kids.
Those are the 6A2 rankings and brackets. We'll take a look at the Class 5A High School Huddle rankings. A little bit of a change here as well. Coweta remains at number 1, the only undefeated team in Class 5A football at 10-0, impressive 10-0 as well. Carl Albert number 2 with an 8-2 overall record. Del City at the number 3 spot with an 8-2 record. Grove at number 4. I apologize, Grove Ridge Runners. They were also undefeated. I apologize. Grove was also undefeated this year at 10-0. And McGinnis at number 5. The Irish drop a few spots. Again, all the games, all the regular season games are in there, so we have a full resume of all these teams now. And Bishop McGinnis goes down 1 spot. The one loss, the Carl Albert. But their best victory would probably be Guthrie. And I had McGinnis number 3 last week. I moved them down to number 5 this week. Yep. I moved Del City up a spot to 5. And I moved Grove, who was number 4. I moved them up to my number 3 spot. But Coweta, Carl Albert, Del City, Grove, McGinnis.
That's exactly how I have my top 5 as well. I agree with you. I think McGinnis's best win is against Guthrie. I have Guthrie setting about 7 or 8 right now, probably 7 in 5A. It's a toss-up for me at 7 or 8 between Collinsville and Guthrie.
Midwest City.
Yeah, Midwest City's right there. But McAllister's right there. We've said this every week, but 5A for that top 8-10 teams is as competitive as any classification of football this year, and it hasn't been that way in quite some while.
It's going to be the best bracket to keep your eye on and watch. They're going to have the best games, I think.
There's going to be some good football. Going to be some great second-round games.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Get to that, Chris.
I actually think Guthrie has the toughest first-round game of anybody.
Well, there's a couple of interesting games in 5A football. Just right off the top about it, how about this? The rematch of last year's state championship game, Collinsville and McAllister. McAllister makes the trip to Collinsville this year. McAllister falls to number 3 after holding that 1 spot for a while in that district, 5A3. But you got McAllister visiting Collinsville. You have Guthrie visiting Elgin. And another one, this is a little upset alert for me. I doesn't necessarily going to win the game, but because we'll be picking this game here in a little bit, but I think it's an upset alert for Grove. The Ridge Runners 10-0. Top running back, and when I mean top, he set the Class 5A record in rushing yards. For this, they say Class 5A. He was in 4A for a while, but 6,071 career rushing yards for Emmanuel Crawford.
Well, and I agree with you. I think Sapulpa is more than capable of winning that game against Grove. I think at least it's not Carl Albert. They've got Mac. That's say a guaranteed win, but that's a game they should win. Bishop Kelly at Del City, that's a game Del City should win. So now in that second round, you got that big Carl Albert Del City.
Mid-Del.
What are they? How many miles apart are they? As a crow flies, is it 2 miles?
Yeah, it's all the same school district.
Yeah, it's all the same school district.
About 15 restaurants in between.
Yeah, about 15 restaurants, a couple ice cream places between there, but I think that's tough. And then on the other side, Midwest City Piedmont, I think Midwest City wins that game. Then that Collinsville McAllister game we talked about. I do think McAllister will get by Collinsville.
Picking that game.
Oh, that's okay. I still think that's going to happen, but I think when it flushes all out.
Phil has ace queen offsuit.
Oh. Yeah.
Are we done? Are we done? Are we done?
Go ahead, Phil.
Okay.
We did this earlier this week in our head, but it's your turn.
Coweta, well, for the people.
Oh, for the people.
Coweta, that's what I try to do every week. I bring it for the people. I think we're probably looking at Coweta, Carl Albert matchup in the finals. As does Ronnie. As does Chris.
Well, as does Chris what?
You think it's going to be Coweta, Carl Albert in the finals?
Oh, in the finals?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I think you do.
Find out here in a little bit.
I know. I'm just telling you.
He just wants the show to get over with.
Quit bullying me.
Grant says Guthrie wins 21-7.
He can't even.
Matt Hattie says
he can't even keep people signed up for YouTube subscriptions.
What would Carl Albert running back get a game in Class 2A? Xavier?
I would say he would probably average 250 yards a game because they wouldn't play him a lot.
Yeah,
in the second half.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a bunch of yards. He's a monster.
All right. let's go ahead and take a look at our next one. Get off the graphic.
5 miles between Middale.
5 miles.
Yeah, 5 miles.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
A lot of good football in that area. Choctaw, Carl Albert, Midwest City, Del City. A lot of good football in that area.
Yes, there is. All right, we'll move down to Class 4A here real quick here on the High School Huddle rankings. So again, don't forget, we're going to have our picks here in a little bit, as well as our top 10 games as well. Cushing Tigers, the only undefeated team in Class 4A this year, and it was not even close. 10-0 this year. Bethany bumps up a spot. Elk City bumps down a spot. Bethany number 2. Both teams with 9-1 records. Putto number 4 and Tuttle at number 5. Got outvoted on that one, did I? I had Wagner at my number 4, 7-3 overall. 3, I think Phil said, 3 best lost team in the state. When you look at it,
they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
so, but
Ronnie believes in quality losses.
Is that why Tuttle's in there?
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah, I got them 5 as well.
Who do you have 4?
I have Poto 4.
Yeah. Who do you have 3?
I have Bethany 3.
Oh, really?
Elk City's been number 2 all year long. There's no need to move them.
Oh, okay.
The resume's in, though. The full
resume's in.
Believe me now.
All right.
Hear me now, believe me later.
4A football, really, I mean, Bethany at Clinton could be interesting.
Yeah, that could be, yeah.
How about that matchup?
They win by 2 touchdowns.
Weatherford at Blanchard.
We're picking that.
No.
Ace Queen suited.
Suited,
8 at
suited,
Wagner, Chick-Shay, Tuttle. You want to be suited. Yes.
Okay, suited.
McLean at Hilldale. That's another interesting game in Class 4A bracket this week. So we will have our state championship picks here in just a few moments. Let's go quickly here to Class 3A football. High School Huddle top 5 rankings. I don't think any changes happened in 3A. Lincoln Christian, number 1 team, 9-1. Metro Christian, undefeated at 10-0. Heritage Hall, number 3, 9-1 record. Verdigris, also 9-1 record at the 4 spot. And Perkins, the Demons, Perkins Tryon at number 5. That's your number 5, guys, for both teams. I had Cassia Hall there, but
big fan of the private schools, Chris is.
That's how I see it.
No,
You look at the
Ronnie,
schedule.
did you agree with that? He was making noises.
That's who I had, yeah.
Yeah,
that was my top 5. That was my exact top 5.
Okay.
I feel a little cheated here.
Oh, boy.
Metro Christian Cassia Hall will have to play to get to the semifinals. There was another one in here. Is it there? Oh, yeah. Perkins Tryon, Verdigris could be a second-round matchup.
Yeah.
Verdigris got a tough first round with Berry Hill, though.
Yeah,
I mean, that's going to be a tough one there.
Yep.
Anadarko at Heritage Hall. Holland Hall at Stigler. We'll be picking this game here in a minute. Holland Hall, 2-time defending state champions. Stigler.
You just going to tell us, Phil, so I could write it down?
Is somebody saying something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay. All right.
I didn't know if you improved your hand or not. So those are the 3A. Again, we'll be having our state championship picks here in just a second. Class 2A High School Huddle rankings. A little bit of a change here. Washington, number 1. Rejoice Christian, number 2. They've been there all season long at the 1 and 2 spot. Both teams finished the season at 10-0. Eufaula, number 3. Millwood, 4. And Vian at number 5. Millwood, my number 3 team, only a 9-1 team. These guys have Eufaula ahead of them despite 2 losses. I don't know what's going on there, but
They have a good lake.
Great lake, great mascot. That's exactly my top 5 right there.
You follow
Ironheads.
Anyway, that's okay. We're a team. That's what
teams do.
That's what the Huddle has.
Teams do.
I am a little bit upset with the 2A bracket.
You're upset?
I'm upset.
Oh, this should be
The
good.
2A, the one we just talked
Yes.
about?
He's angry.
I'm highly upset with the 2A bracket.
Why are you so upset?
You see that top 5 right there, Phil?
That's what mine looks like.
Okay. Top 2 teams in Class 2A are?
Washington Rejoice Christian.
Yeah, they'll be playing to get to the state semifinals.
What?
Oh, it's another one of those.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's bad.
So if you're Millwood,
That sucks. I hate that.
and the winner of that Metro Christian and Washington game, assume that happens, would play Vian in the state semifinals.
That's terrible.
Millwood is on the left side of the bracket, as is
Who do we talk to, Chris?
Eufaula. Well, Millwood, Eufaula would be a state semifinal to get to the state semifinals.
So Eufaula has a chance to play for a state championship.
Them or Millwood.
Oh, no, Eufaula beats Millwood.
Oh, baby. Let's
Don't
go.
you think?
Come on, Eufaula.
Does Eufaula beat Millwood?
They're going to beat Washington.
Oh, okay.
So 3 of the top 5 teams, Washington, Rejoice Christian, and Vian on the right side of the bracket. The left side of the bracket, you have Millwood and Eufaula, and they're in the top left bracket. There's no one in the top 5 on the bottom left bracket. Davis, Frederick, Chandler, Hennessy, Victory Christian, Pawhuska, Prague, and Hugo. Phil, check out the bracket. Tell me who's making it to the state semifinals, because none of these 5 teams are on that side there. So tell me who's going to the state semifinals. It's going to be a team outside the top 5.
Just stand by.
Okay, I'm standing by. I have an idea who it'll be.
Did you have Benita in your top 5 again this week, Phil?
Stand by. I'm doing something.
I think he's moved on from Benita. Benita mascot?
I'm working. Oh.
This is what, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon?
Oh, I got it. Is just one, or are you looking for 2 of them?
Well, there's only one team that can make the semifinals on the bottom of that left bracket.
Oh, that's right. I know who it is.
Who's that?
Prague.
Prague. Over Davis, I'm guessing? All right, a few more seconds.
Chandler.
Don't go against your Chandler team.
0-2 against Chandler.
What's their mascot, Chris?
Chandler?
Yeah.
Lions.
Why do you have to say it like
They have the
that?
Detroit Tigers.
Why do you have to say it like
logo.
that?
That's an easy
Like
one.
what? You attacked me.
He said the same way I did.
We're brothers.
You're a little offensive.
Well, it's been a rough week.
Class A high school huddle rankings, not a thing has changed. Ringley number 1, Gore number 2, Fairview number 3, Hominy number 4, Tonkawa number 5. The top 4 teams on your screen there. 10-0 records. Tonkawa with a 9-1 record.
This could be the week, though, that Ringling goes down.
Ringling hosting Cashion this week.
Oh, never mind.
We're picking that game.
Oh, I knew that.
Okay. But you got Hominy and Gore, possible state semifinal matchup.
That's right.
Hominy and Gore. Oops, wrong one. So you could have a number 4 versus number 2 state semifinal match, and then you have Fairview and Ringley. So you could have a number 1 and number 3 matchup. So the Class A bracket is fair and balanced. You got even sides there. So we'll be interesting to see how the Class A bracket goes as well. So those are the brackets. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, state championship picks.
Oh. Postseason.
Coming up here in a little bit as well, we will have our top 10 games. We'll have our predictions. We'll see how we did last week. Only one person's done it so far. Can somebody do it this week? That's coming up here on the High School Huddle. We are presented by Generations Church.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baking.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
High School Huddle.
Everybody thinks he's a nice guy.
Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you.
He's a great guy.
Playoffs begin this week. Earlier this year,
Playoffs? Still one of the greatest moments ever in sport.
back in week 0, we had our preseason state championship picks. And I don't know if I can remember. I'm sure you guys remember.
Oh, there was a couple boo-boos made by everybody.
Just one by me.
All the teams that we pick are still on the bracket. They're still in play.
Oh, yeah. No, we don't have anybody that's not in play.
I think everyone that we pick preseason will
682's right.
Be playing next week.
682's right. Made my big boo.
So you guys going to remember who I picked as we go on?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I can't remember anything that I did yesterday. So I do remember a couple of them.
No, which ones?
6A1, 6A2, 5A. Then after that,
you remember you picked 4A.
Yeah,
that was the easy one.
Okay, maybe once I get there.
We all picked the same team.
All right, guys, it is state championship pick 6A1 preseason. I went with Jinx.
Oh, we're going 6A1 right now.
He's ripping the Band-Aid right off.
Oh, okay. Let's start with A. Let's start with A. Let's calm down. Let's keep the audience here.
All right.
Were you saying nobody likes A-ball?
Well, no, but Cashion. We got fans in Cashion.
Absolutely, we did we did before Ronnie spouted off.
We got fans in Crescent.
Yeah.
Highway 74 award champions.
District champions.
Yeah, they take down Cashion.
Yeah.
Last week,
yeah. Crescent wins. I think they rallied a little bit.
I had my Crescent T-shirt on this weekend. Crescent Tigers.
I heard them cheering all the way in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, so
that's good.
Class A state championship pick.
He gets his way again. Okay.
Well, no, I'm trying to remember.
No, it's Ronnie. I mean,
No, Phil.
We're getting
Stop.
there, Phil.
Hey, let's go.
Building it up. Who did I pick in Class A?
Ringling.
That's who I'm staying with.
Me too.
No doubt.
All right. So the road for Ringling with Cashion's there this week, Burns Flat or Walters, and then probably at Tonkawa or Colcord. So Ringling's going to have to earn their way.
Oh yeah.
To the state semifinals.
And that's one thing I like about A-ball, A and 2A.
Yeah.
Is you are going to earn your way to the state final.
Yes.
At some point, you're going to play one or two really good football teams to get to the state championship game. And usually when you get into the semis, in 5A, 5A, everybody always says, well, there's no bad teams left after the first round. And I think that's true for the most part. But, boy, it seems like it's just a little more competitive in that A, 2A, brackets.
Okay, so our preseason pick were all three of us were
Ringling.
Ringling.
We're Ringling, and we're staying with them.
Staying with the Blue Devils. Fairview would be on top of that, so it could be a possibly Ringling-Fairview matchup.
Where's
you follow more than likely. Well,
we're in A right now.
Yeah, I'm looking here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Looking for Gore?
Yes.
How many? Gore?
I was looking at Gore. Oh, yeah, Gore.
And I think they would have Crescent could be a tough matchup for them. I think they kind of cruise
to the semis?
To the semis, yeah.
They would play.
Take on maybe like a Hominy.
Well, there's Hooker up there.
Yeah,
Get them.
The Bulldogs, yeah.
Hard to beat a Hooker.
So they have to go on the road to Boone Apache down there in southeastern.
We've had Gore too all year long.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I expect them to make the state championship.
All right.
Ringling Gore. Boy, that'd be a great final.
That would be a great final. All right. So those are Class A state championship picks going with Ringling. All three of us. Class 2A state championship brackets. And who did I pick in 2A? Do you guys remember?
You picked Washington.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Washington was my preseason pick, and I'm staying with the Warriors of Washington High School. Although they got to play Rejoice Christian to get there, the number 2 team in the state semifinals. So whoever wins Washington Rejoice Christian is going to be my pick to win the state championship.
But you're picking Washington.
I'm going to go with Washington on officially.
Okay. Chubbo? You picked 2 to begin the year with.
I picked Washington.
That's right.
I picked Washington.
Oh, look at him. He's thinking. Now, is there bonus points for him to make up for the year's predictions if he gets this right? Should we throw whoever has the best record of picking state champions, they get 25 bonus points for the overall weekly picks? And put Ronnie back in the game.
You can only get max 10 points. You're going to give him 25. You're going to double plus
bonus.
more.
Yeah, bonus.
I'm trying to help him.
Yeah, bonus.
I mean, bonus would be 10 points, not 25.
So you don't want to help him?
Not right now.
Okay, go ahead, Ronnie.
Washington still, yeah.
I picked Washington as well. And I'm telling you, there is a team on the other side that I like.
You follow?
Prague?
I'm staying with Washington.
Who are they playing in the finals?
You follow? My Trump saying they're playing.
You got Eufaula in the finals?
I think they could be, yeah.
I got Millwood in the finals.
Yeah,
that's a good one, yeah.
I got Millwood in the finals.
Cap, that's still a good pick.
I think very athletic. I think they
Did I use that term right there?
No.
Oh, no? Oh, yeah, no.
All right, Class 3A state championship picks. Who did I go in the 3A? You remember?
Let me think here. I think you went
I know who I went with. I went with Lincoln Christian.
Yes.
I went with Lincoln Christian.
Yes.
Lincoln Christian hosting Bristow this week. Lincoln Christian will play the winner of Lone Grove and Kingfisher. That's another matchup. I almost put that in our top 10 games this week, but passed up on that. Top of the bracket is very, very interesting. You could have a Metro Christian Cassia Hall. That's a top 5 type matchup there in the second round to get to the semis.
I think, don't count up my Muldrow.
I know. We're picking that game here in a little bit. That's your Muldrow, my Cassia Hall. Something's got to we've been fighting for that number 5 spot. Phil's been the tiebreaker on that one all season long.
We call that the voice of reason.
And not this week.
Refer back to the first segment, please, at this point.
That's in the past, Ronnie. Live in the future.
Holland Hall Stigler will be picking that game here a little bit. They're going to play for the right to more than likely play Heritage Hall. Heritage Hall has the Warriors of Anadarko this week. And we're going to have some great second-round matchups in Class 3 football. I mean, you look at possibly Verdigris, who has to come ready to play. They're hosting Berry Hill. Berry Hill can go in and win that game. And then you have possibly Verdigris Perkins to
What's
get to the
Verdigris'
semis.
record? Are they undefeated?
Yeah, no, they're 9-1.
9-1.
9-1.
Who was their loss to? I can't remember. I should remember that.
It was.
Dadgummit. It wasn't that long ago.
It was.
Was it one of the Christians?
Yeah, it was one of the.
Was it Lincoln or Metro? Well, I think it was Lincoln. No, was it Metro?
I think it was Metro.
What was
Who were you talking about, Phil? Verdigris?
Who did Verdigris lose to this year?
They lost to Bristow.
Oh.
15-14.
Oh.
Cassia Hall beat them 17-0.
So they've got 2 losses?
No, they beat.
Oh, yeah.
They beat Cassia Hall 17-0.
So their best win of the year is
Cassia Hall.
Cassia Hall.
Beat Beggs.
Yeah.
Cotting's watching. Be careful.
Beggs is terrible.
Well, say that. That was a little harsh.
I'll get to you. So, all right. So 3A state championships. I'm staying with Lincoln Christian, the Bulldogs.
Joe?
You go second this time.
Don't bully me. We always go in this order.
Oh, my gosh. Lincoln Christian, okay? Go ahead, Phil.
Did I pick Lincoln Christian at the beginning?
Yes.
I'm actually thinking about changing that.
Do it.
Just to be different.
Oh, here we go.
Well, no, I'm
the greatest pick of all time, or I did it for the show.
Yeah. Playing the same role. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The only Christian's got a loss.
Shiloh, Arkansas.
That's right.
Not a team in Oklahoma.
Metro Christian's undefeated.
That's right. 10-0.
Well, pull up Metro Christian real quick.
Absolutely, Phil.
You didn't do your research before?
No.
Be glad to do it.
Show.
Be glad to do it.
You got an audience.
Beat Poto, Mount St. Mary, Perkins. Beat Perkins. 63-28.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was early on. Yep. Beat McLeod, beat Kingfisher, Manford, Anadarko, North Rock Creek.
What was the Poto score?
Poto score.
35-31?
35-31. Back in week 2, back on September 9th.
High School Huddle has Poto ranked where? 4? I believe.
4. Yep.
I have them number 5.
They're 4.
You know what? Metro Christian.
That's the semifinal matchup.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna go
Possibly.
Metro. I'm gonna go Metro Christian. It's a gut. I'm gonna go Metro Christian.
That's a good uniform matchup. Lincoln Christian, Metro
Listen,
Christian.
I can tell you this: when those two meet up, and they will meet up, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Cash Hall's got something to say with Metro, but I think Metro wins that game.
Cash is going to sneak by Muldrow, huh?
Maybe.
Oh,
No, we could.
Pick's coming up here in a minute.
Ace Queen.
But, boy, that's going to be a heck of a ball game. If we do get to see Lincoln Christian against Metro Christian in the semis, one heck of a ball game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably we'd agree the two best. Obviously, we agree the two best teams in.
Well, we've had them number 1, 2 all season long. We had a discussion to keep Lincoln Christian number 1 or number 2 after they lost, and we kept them ahead of Metro Christian
because of the team they lost to. What class of school are they over in Arkansas?
I don't know, but it was Gus Mazon's. And they are
a legit program.
Very legit. Yeah. Okay, Class 4A state championship picks. And who did I pick?
Everybody put Cushing.
Everybody. Oh, okay. I'm no discussion here. I'm going Cushing.
Next.
Cushing.
So you got possibly Blanchard to get to the semis. Then you're playing in Elk City. I mean, Cushing's going to have to play a top 5 team in the second round and to the semifinals, and obviously it very likely could be someone in the top 5 in the championship game. So Cushing, they score so many points, 70 several times, 60 several times this year. Only undefeated team in 4A football. They're my pick to win, but they will earn that win. They will earn it. Again, Blanchard, possibly Elk City, possibly, and then maybe like a Wagner, Poto, maybe a Bethany. So if Cushing runs the table, it would be perhaps the most earned title of all the classes.
I think the big story most weeks this year has been, can somebody keep Cushing under 50? You know, I mean, they're so talented. I mean, they play great defense, play great offense.
The most points they've given up this year was to Parkins, who scored 27 points on them.
How many did they score in that game?
Against Parkins, scored 43. Which is their second the lowest this year. Their last 3 games, 75 points over Skytook, 70 points in Oologah, 70 points against Cleveland, and then some 60s, some 40s, and some 50s. But with all that being said, I mean, and really their first game is not. I mean, they're playing Broken Bow, who's 7-3 this year. It's not like a normal 4-1 matchup. Broken Bow has been in our top 5, I think, once this year.
Yeah,
and so that's not just a. I mean, it's not a gimme like some of the other games, like Chickasha at Tuttle. That's a pretty much of a gimme, I think. Congratulations, Chickasha. But no, I think that could be a great matchup there.
That's one thing I don't like about that platform.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can fix that here in a minute. All right. Oh, we all went with Cushing, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Class 5A state championship picks. I know preseason I went with Carl Albert.
Yeah, I did too. Ronnie had some harebrained pick.
Who was that, Ron?
I had Del City.
He had Del City.
That could be it. Somebody could be wrong in the second round.
Well, somebody's going to be wrong probably in the second round, right? I mean,
yeah.
As we look at the bracket. I'm staying with Carl Albert.
What's your logic?
They're Carl Albert, and they've won 16 state titles.
Fair enough.
They've got what I think is probably they have what I think is probably the best running back in 5A.
16 state titles?
Probably have the best running back in 5A that we've seen. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Best running back we've seen in 5A.
Yeah.
That quarterback, when healthy, man, that kid is an athlete, can fly, can run the offense, great defense. And the kids at Carl Albert just believe they're supposed to win every week.
And they won like 4 in a row or something like that too.
It was 5 in a row, I think, wasn't it? 4 undefeated, 5 in a row.
Yeah.
In 5A play. So
until Collinsville last year.
Yeah.
The 16 state championships, it doesn't play this week though.
You're
just giving a history, yeah.
Well, no, I think it does play in this regard. I think if you grow up a Carl Albert Titan, you grow up going there every Friday night. You grow up. No, I'm saying it. Matters to those.
There
kids.
was 45 people in that stands when we went
no,
and broadcast.
That's not what I'm saying.
So they didn't go to the games.
You guys are arguing to argue because you agree with me because we've had this conversation before. winning breeds winning.
It's for the show. Phil.
Winning breeds winning. And I think if you're Carl Albert Titan in football, you believe you're supposed to compete at a minimum for a state title every year.
Even the transfers.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The quarterback didn't.
Rookie mistake.
I'm trying to fix the comments on here that you told me to do.
Well, I didn't put the comments on there.
I didn't either.
Although I thought they were funny.
But yeah, so no, I agree with all that. Even though you transferred in, you still know what you're transferring in.
And that's all I'm saying. None of these kids, well, that's not true. Some of these kids have already got state championship rings, multiple state championship rings, these seniors. But but they're winners, guys. They're just winners.
Ronnie, your 5A state championship pick?
Let's see if he's a man of his word.
Man,
Phil talk you into it?
No, okay. I don't think so. He might have. What I saw just a few weeks ago
was pretty impressive.
Oh my gosh, it was pretty amazing to see that. I mean, they were all cylinders. Quarterback there was he's the difference maker on that team. There's no doubt about it.
Man.
He was all over the field.
He floats when he runs.
He's good. Yeah, he definitely showed out. Man, I do want to pick Carl, but I really do.
Well, go ahead. There's nobody stopping you. Nobody's going to tease you about changing your pick, right?
Not me.
No, not me. That's why we do this.
I'm changing my pick.
I'm changing my next pick.
I'm still going to go Del City.
Chris is going to go Coweta, and then we'll have 3 different options. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm going with Coweta.
Yeah.
I've already done it once.
Yeah. No, did you pick Coweta at the beginning of the year?
No, I picked Carl Albert at the beginning of the year. I'm now picking Coweta. This is last year. If you remember, Collinsville had 22 starters, seniors.
Yeah.
I'm changing. I'm going back to Coweta. I'm going to Coweta.
It was there.
Well, you can't do that.
I just did.
You can't do that.
I can't do that.
The vote was in. Was the vote in?
If he wants, it's fine.
You guys have been bullying me all night, and I'm about had all of it I'm going to take.
Change yours if you want to right now.
Change it.
No, I think this is the year for Coweta. Everything is coming together like it did for Collinsville. Collinsville hadn't won a state championship in a while in 5A. Everything came together. Coweta hasn't won a state championship in some time, and this is their year. It's all coming together. We got through football. It all came together in 2002 for the first time. I think this is the year everything is coming together for Coweta. Got a 2 great quarterback system. Laverty goes down, bring in the wide receiver, Starks, and he just prevails. And now you have 2 quarterbacks back there. If you want to use them, you can move them back to wide receiver. You got a lot of options there. Their defense is playing well. They've already handled Carl Albert, so when they get to the state championship, yes, Carl Albert knows how to win, and that goes a long ways. But Coweta won't be second guessing themselves. Are we good enough? Are we good enough? They know they've been there and they've done that.
Carl Albert lost their quarterback the first quarter of that game, too.
Correct.
Don't forget about that.
Correct.
Coweta's got to get.
Coweta has 2 quarterbacks.
Coweta has to get past the semifinals on that side. Which I think there's an upset of brewing.
Oh yeah, they got McGinnis second round possibly.
That's right.
Oh no,
I'm just saying.
No, I mean if they have a bad game, there's no doubt McGinnis can beat them.
Sure, they absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think
Midwest City. I think in my opinion, Midwest City is the best team on this top side. Even though I think McAllister has the best player in 5A, but he hasn't been 100% all year. I think Midwest City. Who knows?
I like Chris' argument. I'm going Coweta.
You can't change your pick.
Chris said I could.
The vote was in.
Chris said I could.
Let's ask our audience. We need comments. Can Ronnie switch his pick?
Oh, here comes Mad Hattie.
Oh, yeah. He's already had 1-0.
We love Ronnie.
Thank you, Mad Hattie.
Whatever Ronnie wants, Ronnie gets.
We don't got time for this. I'm going Coweta. Let's go. Next.
So
that's
we got an asterisk right there right now. We're going to let our audience let us know. We're going to let our audience know, and we need to know before the end of the show if we're going to be able to pick that or not. All right, so get your vote in. Just give us a quick comment. We will gladly get that in there. 6A2 state championship picks. Oh, boy. Did I go Booker T?
Yes, we all did.
We all did.
All 3 of us went Booker T.
We'll all be making a change.
Okay. All right.
But once you make it, you can't change it.
Well, our audience hasn't let us know yet.
Oh, I think we got one on there.
Tanya says no switching. That's cheating. 0-1.
Not only is she beautiful, she's smart.
Ryan Conning says no because he dog begs.
You got to watch what you say. That's 0-2.
No, that's a biased opinion.
And
No, it's not.
And you can't vote for yourself, so it doesn't count.
No. Oh, you know what?
My
Let's
YouTube doesn't count.
Let's call a board meeting.
Ernesto
No.
says no.
How you feeling about things, Ron?
0-3. Yeah. We won't close it yet.
Well, you can close it.
First one to 5. If there's
Tweet
5 yes,
I can. Yes, I can.
first one to 5. So he needs 2 more no's or 5 more yeses.
He's not gonna get
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Vote yes.
Okay. Jaden Chappell says no because he has a Cubs shirt on. That's 0-4.
What does Justin say?
And Justin Lawson says no switching.
No switching.
I'm with Phil.
Bell City it is.
Let's go, DC. Come back to this. Let's go.
Thank you for your votes. Thank you for your votes.
Me
6-8.
and Jaden went to the same college too, and he's dogging me.
Well, he was a player, though.
Yeah, right. I could strike him out. No problem.
We can line that up. Can you still throw?
No, not at all. No.
Okay.
All right. 6A2 state championship picks. Who did I pick preseason?
No, we all picked Booker T.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, we miscalculated.
Okay, we miscalculated
We
that
went with
one.
all the 5 stars and the 4 stars. They let us down.
So for Booker T,
Yeah.
let's just play it out.
Oh, no, I'm there.
Okay. Booker T would have to beat Pump City North. Doable?
Who?
Pump City North.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then they would have to beat Deer Creek. Then they would have to beat Stillwater. And then maybe a Choctaw or Muskogee. So that's the layout for,
Well, they can win a
for
first
Booker
round
T.
game. We'll win the first round game.
Booker T can beat the Pump City Norths, the Deer Creeks, and the Stillwaters, Choctaws, and Muskogees. That's where they haven't got there yet. So
I got there.
all right.
Call those front runners.
Well,
I do.
For it's fair and balanced. Sarah votes yes, so 5-1.
Thank you, babe.
Really? Your wife?
Thank you, babe. Your wife voted for you, so your
She
vote.
didn't vote for me. She voted against you.
Well, she voted with you though, just like she's voting with me. It's the same thing,
so
Phil.
he's saying my wife's
No.
integrity?
You know what? I think Tanya. She can tell you no in a heartbeat.
Oh, heck yeah.
So yeah,
That's not a
Tanya
valid
counts.
argument at all.
Yeah, not
Sarah
valid at all.
can't tell me no. Now
no.
you're attacking my wife.
No, I love your wife.
You're attacking her right now.
I'm not attacking sweet Sarah. What I'm simply saying is that
Your wife voted with you, and my wife voted with me.
wife
How's it
voted-
any different?
My wife can care less. So
she's asleep. Sam's sleeping right now.
all right, 6A2 state championship picks. Remember, Stillwater, the only undefeated team this year. Choctaw, Muskogee, and Deer Creek all went 9-1 this year.
Stillwater played Deer Creek, right? Did they face each other?
No, wasn't it Deer Creek and Choctaw?
I thought they played. No, I think you're right. I think it was Choctaw.
All right. So Stillwater beat. Ew. They might be, if they get challenged, it'd be interesting to see. They beat Muskogee. They beat Muskogee, but that might be, they beat Booker T.
They
Washington.
only beat Norman 36-33.
Yeah. It's not the strongest schedule out there.
Oh, you guys are just now realizing this.
No.
What?
But their defense. Go ahead, Phil.
Who the hell have you had at number 1 in 6A2 for the last 19 years?
Okay, that's enough.
If
Okay,
we're
that's
going-
enough.
Is that good?
That's good.
Okay.
All right.
If we're going off what I normally do, they're undefeated. That's why I put them up there.
Phil, you asked about Deer Creek.
Yes, sir.
They beat Edmond North, playoff team.
Okay.
Beat Edmond Moore, playoff team.
Yeah.
Lost to Mustang.
Yeah.
A playoff team.
No, they beat Mustang.
No, they beat Mustang. My apologies.
Dadgummit. Go ahead.
Beat North, beat Moore, beat Mustang.
Yeah.
Boy, this
Come on.
I might need to switch my
Well,
top 5 around.
I've got a real dilemma on my hands.
They
right
beat
now.
Ponca City.
Okay.
A playoff team.
A playoff team.
Yes.
Yeah.
They beat Choctaw. No, they lost to Choctaw.
That's who they lost. What was the score?
28-16.
Who lost? Who lost that game?
They beat Lawton. They beat Northwest. Beat Cap Hill. Beat Puck.
Choctaw beat Deer Creek.
All right. I'm ready.
I'm going last because I'm making sure my pick's right.
There's nothing wrong with that. I get
You're
that.
fine. Man, you're used to being last.
I'm going last. Next,
used to be
I'm
last.
going last on 6A1 too.
That's his position.
You ready for my 6A state championship pick? I am going with the Deer Creek Antlers.
Oh, that hurt my heart a little bit.
The Antlers of Deer Creek High School.
Ronnie,
That's
who I picked.
you got Deer Creek?
Deer Creek winning it.
Chris?
Yes.
Grady Anderson, sophomore quarterback, going to lead the way.
Chris, you know that I have a long history of not choosing Deer Creek to win anything.
That's correct.
Longtime rival for the.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jaden's,
but that's been out of the way for a few years.
He talks about it all the time.
Not for
Still.
me. No.
Yeah, he still talks about it.
Pruitt lost to him twice.
My only son that ever lost to Deer Creek.
Yep.
Yeah, it was sad. He's trying to work his way back into the wheel right now. Jaden's watching, right? Oh, boy.
Jaden says, actually, I changed my vote to yes. Can I do that? No, it's already in. Right, Phil?
Yep.
He's allowed to do that.
He's not. Stillwater's record is not very, I mean, they're undefeated, but the wins, they have one quality win.
Quality wins matter, as you always say, Phil, right?
It does. Yeah. It does. And Deer Creek has quality win over Mustang, right? That's probably their best win, right? Why are you smirking? I'm a little nervous.
Wife didn't vote, but she says other stuff. We'll hit a break. We have one more break.
Oh, boy. Sam's awake?
Yeah, not asleep. She mentioned that part, too.
Sam, that was a compliment. Let me see there.
Oh, here we go.
No,
this is what I know.
Every time.
He wants to pick Deer Creek, but he can't do it. Stillwater's undefeated. Stillwater's a good team.
You know what? Let's go, Pioneers. Stillwater.
All right.
Yep.
Did you just get bullied into that?
No.
You really think Stillwater's going to win?
I would cut off my left hand before I would pick Deer Creek to win a state championship.
Are you broadcasting that game?
Probably not now.
Yeah, there's a good chance you were going to call that game.
No, because they're not going to get to the finals.
Well, if they get to the final, oh yeah,
not going to get to the finals.
Jinx ain't going to be Bixby either.
Janks.
Oh boy. 2022, the year I backed myself in the corner repeatedly. Stillwater, yeah.
All right. 6A1 picks. I remember picking the Jinx Trojans.
Yo, you did.
You did.
Who'd you guys pick? Right.
Bixby.
Both of you went
Yeah.
Bixby? Yep. Okay. Now, Jinx has proven they can beat the best teams.
That's fact. That's
in
a fact.
6A1 football.
Did he almost say the best team?
The best teams.
I know.
Yeah, I know what he said.
Now, Union handled them pretty good, but remember, Jinx had a lot of injuries, and remember, Jaden Carroll was suspended for that game.
That's no cap, yeah.
So, Jinx has all the confidence in the world right now.
Playing great
football.
Just destroyed
getting
Bixby.
healthy. That's my preseason pick. They've won state championships 2 years in a row.
Let's see if I
make it 3, right?
Come on, pull it, buddy. Pull the trigger. Do it.
They can't get to the championship game. If they were to get there to the championship game, Union has them. Tulsa Union Redhawks, my state championship pick.
Okay.
I've had them number one.
Over who?
I've had them number one for a good part of the season. It started off with Jinx until Union handled them.
Yeah,
and then I'm going Union state champions.
So you think
over who?
Well, Bixby, because he doesn't think Jinx can beat Bixby again.
Correct. I think if they played on neutral field second time, I think Bixby wins that game. I think everything fell in place for Jinx to beat Bixby that night. Jinx still a good team. I wouldn't be disappointed if they got there, but I'm picking Union to defeat Bixby in the state championship game.
Phil?
Why do I have to go next?
Because we all know you're picking Bixby. I might not pick Bixby.
Yeah, let me know who's your championship game to. That helps. We're up against a break.
I know, but I also have a dilemma right now. Do you know who you're going to pick?
I don't.
I just laid it all out for you.
Union is in the state championship game. We can all agree with that. They're going to glide.
I think that's.
I think very easily. Yep.
With that comes confidence.
I think Jinx beats Mustang after they dismantle Edmond North.
Be a good game.
I think Bixby glides. They destroy Edmond Memorial Arena.
Correct.
So what this comes down to for me is, do I think Bixby can beat Jinx in a rematch? I do.
Okay.
So I've got Bixby.
Bixby and Union.
There's no way he picks Union after all that stuff all year long. There's no way.
Who'd you pick preseason?
Bixby. Oh. He heard all year long. There's no way he picks Union right now and eats crow. No chance.
Bixby's got the 2 quarterback system.
That is not in his DNA to back down. And no chance. Come on,
now,
Phil.
Shaker's won a state championship already as a freshman. Granted, it was with Jinx. But Bixby has 2 great.
You'd be the biggest coward if you go off Jinx.
You called me a coward.
I said you would be.
Bixby has 2 great quarterbacks. They have
it's not your DNA to do what you're about to do.
2 brothers that are outstanding. Lauren Montgomery
So much.
They are ready to go. That might have woken them up.
No, I think it woke them up. I think Bixby wins state. I'm staying with Bixby.
Okay, good. Talk you into it.
No, I was trying to.
Oh, boost it up. Okay, we're up against break.
Yeah, I think Jinx loses very big to
as you did last week.
I did last week.
You thought they'd win by
45.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take back 10 weeks of.
Yeah, I got Bixby winning that game. Union in the state championship game. Like I've been saying all year long, Bixby will win the state championship, even though they're not ranked number 1.
Those are our state championship picks. We're going to take our final timeout. When we come back, top 10 games of the week. This is the High School Huddle presented by Generations Church.
At Generations Church, we exist to love God, love people, and serve both well. We're a multi-generational, multicultural church that believes in being a light to our city and our region. At Generations, we don't believe that church can be put in a box. We're a church that accepts all people from all walks of life, young, old, rich, and poor, and you will feel welcome at Generations. Join us at 10 a.m. every Sunday at 2524 West Noble in Guthrie, America. You can also join us at generationsguthrie.online.church.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it. Mm-hmm.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy. Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle, presented by Generations Church.
We're doing picks.
Final segment here on the High School Huddle. Phil, with his program logs, letting us know that we are doing picks this week here, the top 10 games of the High School Huddle. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans. We are presented by our good friends at Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. 2524 West Noble Avenue here in beautiful Guthrie, Oklahoma. And outreach is much further than Guthrie and Logan County. Help you out, generationsguthrie.com. You can also check them out on Facebook. Appreciate Josh and all the group out there. Big thank you to them. Second year in a row to be the top sponsor of the High School Huddle. Yeah, and a big thank you to all of our great sponsors as well, as you've seen the commercials throughout the entire night. Guys, for the first time, I didn't have time to write out previews and all that good stuff. So, and it's the
He's got one job.
yeah.
One job. Production.
And
90-10.
So, but these games are tough.
These are tough.
Games. Before we get that, here is how last week went. The OSSAA board members met today. They approved Ronnie's selections last week, so they are official.
That's cap.
Ronnie and Phil went 9-1 last week. Their only loss was, did you guys know Jinx won 38-35?
Jinx won, yeah.
Yeah, Jinx won that game 38-35. That was their only loss. I tried to tell them.
That was one of your losses.
That was one of my losses as well.
You didn't try to tell us anything.
Well,
move on.
I tried to tell you.
The moments passed.
I gave you the layout how.
What was the second game you lost?
Chandler Luther. I'm 0-2 when picking against Chandler this year.
The Lions.
Chandler is on the list again this week.
Yeah, they are.
I did my research this week on Chandler. I'm going to get one right.
Ronnie gets to go first. He's got the box.
No, you got the box.
You got the box.
We were both 9-1.
Yeah, but you had a better week before that.
Correct.
It's like always. Then we always go this way.
Phil, do you not win in golf?
No.
No. I used to be really good at the drinking of the beer while playing golf. That was a talent.
We'll beep that out.
Well,
but
we're not allowed. We're not allowed to be adults.
We're allowed to be adults here, according to Chris.
We can maybe wait for the next show.
Oh, tune in after this.
Oh yeah.
Good grief.
All right, so it's my pick.
Yep.
Chris, I need you to do some homework for me.
Well, can I put it on the screen?
No, I'm taking Chandler over Hennessy.
Can I get it on the screen?
Well, hurry up.
It is a first-round matchup. It is the Hennessy Eagles on the road this week, traveling to Chandler. This is a 7-3 matchup between these two programs. Phil, you get to go first.
Chandler. The Lions.
Oh, he just learned they're the Lions tonight.
The Fighting Tonys.
They're great.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That was Tiger.
Tony the Tiger, yeah. Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
I mean, I understood the intent.
Yeah.
That was good. Ronnie?
Oh,
Stroud
no,
Tigers.
Goes that way.
Stroud Tigers.
Goes that way.
That's incorrect.
Thank you.
That's incorrect.
We're both 9-1.
You literally said a segment ago, we always go this way.
We do, but you threw it up because you went 9-1 and said, no, you got to go first. So
No,
it's, your
it's
turn.
that way.
No.
It is that way. It always goes that way.
Go ahead, Chris. Don't even. It's not worth it. Go ahead. Go pick Chandler. Go
Counter? Or you want me to go?
That is
it don't
go
matter.
ahead.
I can go.
No, I know you can. Go ahead and pick
no,
Chandler.
No, I've done homework.
No, I know. Pick Chandler.
Yeah, I've done homework, and yeah.
Here comes Lions.
Lions.
That's right. What's Hennessy's
L's.
mascot?
Eagles.
Okay. I want to make sure it wasn't Lions.
Chandler, yep.
All right, so we all three picked the Chandler Lions. That game can be viewed on the NFHS network. Tony Wilson on the call of that game.
He does a good job.
All right.
So we're not going to recognize me as the regular season champion on picks?
We don't hand out trophies at this.
Well, we got to pick new state champions and in the no, nothing?
Move on.
All right.
Game number 2 on our list, a 6A matchup. The Norman Tigers, 3-7 on the road at Broken Arrow, finished the year at 4-6.
Ooh.
And I'm on the clock first on this one. And with that, yeah.
Not breaking it down. You're just going to throw it up there.
I didn't do it. I don't have any notes. I didn't do any homework. I know. This is
You got one job.
I mailed it in this week.
Literally right here.
We don't mail it in.
You don't mail it in? Okay. I like that logo. I'm going Broken Arrow. Norman has to make the long trip. 12 out of 14 teams make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for both of these teams this year. But
But
I'm going with the home team, Broken Arrow.
That's a good pick, Chris. That's a very, very smart pick. Broken Arrow is definitely going to win this game.
All right.
They look pretty good when I watched the one game I did watch them against Enid. They looked pretty good after the second half.
Yeah.
Broken Arrow for Phil.
All right. So all three of us go with Broken Arrow, and all three of us go with Chandler as well. So far, nothing's happening yet. Ronnie's on the clock for our number 3 game of the week. It is Holland Hall, the 2-time state champions. 5-5 this year. They lost their quarterback, transferred out. Stigler 8-2. Stigler good every single year. Unfortunately for Stigler, they're in a class that has the Lincoln Christians, the Metro Christians, the Cassia Halls, the Holland Halls. They just can't overcome that. As many school, Perkins has had a hard time. Muldrow's have it's just a hard class to win in with those programs up in the Tulsa area. So with that, it is Holland Hall traveling to Stigler.
For all those reasons that Chris just mentioned, got to play those really hard teams up there in that Tulsa area. That's going to help them this week, and they will be defeating the defending state champions, Hull and Hall. Stigler is going to win this game.
Am I next?
Nope, Phil's next.
Phil's next, okay.
Is it up there?
There it is.
What's the mascot?
Is that a panther?
What is that?
Sweet.
Oh, wait. Chris doesn't know a mascot?
Well, I want to confirm.
Whoa.
Confirm.
No, that's breaking news. What was your official pick before?
Gives you more time to think about
I'm
what you
asking. No, I know I'm picking already. I'm just curious who it is.
Oh.
What is it?
Panthers.
Panthers. Yes, I agree. Panthers will win.
Man, I really thought you guys were going to go with Hull and Hall.
Why? You think we're dumb?
No, I thought
We went 9-1 last week.
Yeah, both of us.
Have you ever gone 10-0?
Oh, yeah, many times.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Boring.
I go home to a 10 every day.
All right, yeah, I'm going with Stigler as well.
Well done.
All right. I don't think we're going to disagree on this one either. Phil gets to go first.
Oh, Bethany.
Okay. It is Bethany 9-1 on the year at Clinton 6-3. Bethany moved up one spot in the 4A rankings this week behind the Cushing
Ronnie
Tigers.
hates Bethany, so he's probably going to pick Clinton.
Why would I hate Bethany?
Well, you tell us every week we're off the air. You don't like them. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going with the Broncos. Broncos.
Yeah, great logo.
See, Phil just had a long spew
ready to attack Phil.
Last segment talking about Carl Roberts' 16 state championships. They're bred to win. They always win. Last time I checked, Clinton Red Tornadoes were exactly the same. As a matter of fact, they got a lot more state championships than Carl Robert, right? They are bred to win. They got, I believe they're number 2 or number 3 in the state of all-time state championships. Look it up.
No, go ahead. You keep pontificating.
So they have that mentality of winning, and we saw them last year in state championship game, and they showed out pretty well, right?
Yes, that was
won a very good game. So to think this game just is going to be a blowout, the way you just
I didn't say it was going to be a blowout.
You spouted out Bethany so quick.
I didn't say it was going to be a blowout. Did I ever say that?
You so confident in that pick.
I am confident. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
What do you think the score is going to be? Give me a score then.
Bethany win by 2 touchdowns. 17 championships at Clinton.
More than Carl Roberts.
Yeah. I mean, not after this year, but yeah.
But Clinton, this will be a closer game, I think, than what people are saying. But Bethany's going to win.
It's going to be a good ball game.
Yeah.
Did we leave Chris out?
No, he already picked.
Oh, well.
Who'd you go with?
After all that, he agreed with us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you're counting at home, Carl Albert, according to Phil, has 16 state championships. According to my database, Clinton has 17.
That's what I just said.
So Ronnie was right?
Yeah, I said that.
He said 17.
Okay, I was just confirming.
You weren't listening?
No, I was
You
researching.
block about 90% of what I say out, don't you?
What?
Exactly. All right.
Game number 5. It is the Cash and Wildcats.
You got a tough one to pick.
Hey.
this is me.
I do get to go first.
No, wait, this is me. No, I went first.
You went first last one.
Chris always gets the lay down games.
So this is lay down. This is a rematch of a state championship game.
But
they were in the finals.
What have you told me all year? Last year doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about winning. None of that matters. And you know what? You were proven right last week.
No.
So don't switch it up now.
I'm not saying. I'm just simply saying it's a rematch of last year's state championship game.
Go ahead.
That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead.
All that. I'm just.
Go ahead.
Give me information. Cash and not even a winning record this year.
Oh.
This is a layup pick.
Blue Devils projected just to cruise past this game.
We just told everybody last segment we're all picking Ringling win state championship.
Yeah.
Can we get through this part?
Hurry up.
We probably should have picked games and then state championship.
Yeah, probably should. We didn't think that through very well. Can you just put Ringling up there? Or, excuse me.
I'm working on it.
Just put up there for all of us.
Yeah. Blue Devil, and a Blue Devil. I think they win by
whatever they want.
3 scores.
A million?
3
scores.
Whatever they want.
That's all they'll beat them by?
Well, you don't want to get guys hurt, and they got next
Will
week.
they set people?
Well, 3 safeties. Win by 6.
Play out my playbook. You see that? That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. It's one of those moments where I'm upset and proud all at the same time.
Game number 6. Well, we got to go past. This is the longest show here. All right. Ronnie gets to go first.
Ooh. Oh.
It is Muldrow, his Bulldogs.
You're a big fan of Cassia Hall.
I've had them in my top 5 a good part of the season. Both teams are 8-2. How about a first-round matchups? 8-2. Muldrow on the road, though, at Cassia Hall. Ronnie, you've been putting them there. You've been putting them there. What happens now?
Muldrow started from the bottom. Now they're here, right?
Everybody
they were
the same
outside our top 5, our top 10 all year long until mid-season. They finally made it up there.
Did they stay there?
And I've been on the bandwagon. Yeah. They did. I think you guys might take them out when they lost, but I left them in there. Muldrow wins this game on the road, upset over Cassia Hall.
Muldrow.
Hit it down.
No, Phil
What's
gets
their mascot?
Muldrow? Yeah. I believe Bulldogs, right?
Bulldogs.
Yeah.
What's Cassia Hall's mascot?
Oh, have you seen their logo?
Yeah. What's their mascot? Go ahead, Chris. You can say it.
No. I'm see if you can figure this one out.
No, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I think I know what it is.
Conquistadors or something like that?
No, I want to make sure.
You picking the
I don't want to say it
private
wrong.
school?
No, I'm just asking what their mascot is.
Let me confirm. I don't want to say.
You just had it pulled up a minute ago.
I know, but I want to make sure I say
confirm.
it. Yeah, confirm. Okay, that's what. Commandos. Good grief. 8-year-old Phil. That's why I wanted to make sure. I thought that's what it was, but I want to make sure, and I didn't misspoke because you'd giggle even more unnecessarily.
I got a lot in common with them.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Commandos for the easy win.
Easy.
They're going to play freely.
Come on, Muldrow.
I'm going Cassia Hall as well. I've had Cassia Hall in my top 5 all season long. I'm not backing off of that.
They're going to play freely.
I've been behind Muldrow all week long, and
they're going to be flowing. It's going to be free flowing.
Yeah. Just like I stuck with my guns with Dell City, I'm sticking my guns with Muldrow.
That's right.
There's one better one you could have used. I'll tell you after. I'll tell you after the show. Game number 7. It is Enid 5-5 on the road to Emma Memorial 4-6. Both teams in the playoffs for the first time in a long time. Enid making the trip to Edmond. And you're
on the clock.
I'm on the clock.
Yeah.
Let me look up one thing here.
I just picked Phil's on the clock, not
No,
you, Chris.
you didn't pick.
Yeah, you did. You picked Muldrow first.
I did.
Oh, Phil's on the clock.
Phil's on the clock.
You're hurting my strategy right now a little bit. I've gotten lucky so far on my strategy.
Have we picked all the same teams
so far?
Oh man,
you two? No.
Us two, we have.
Yeah,
you two have. Yes.
So no, I know. You picked Stigler, right?
Yeah.
And you picked the Commandos.
Yes.
Right? Ed Memorial has that really good sophomore quarterback. Moved in his 8th grade year from California.
Right.
Really sharp young man. Looks really good. Edmond Memorial, I'm a big believer in community schools. I think the community makes a difference. Enid's going in the right direction right now. I think we could all agree with that. I'm going with Enid.
That's who he was going with. That's who he was going with.
It was. I had a case for either team. Dead gone it. Ed Memorial's at home. Ed Memorial really doesn't have a strong win. I've watched Memorial beat Edmond North. Both teams have beat Edmond North.
Yeah, Enid running back's pretty good too.
Yeah, he is. I've seen Enid in Broken Arrow.
You're a big believer in the running game.
I am a big believer. Edmond Memorial victories over Edmond North, Southmore, Santa Fe, Yukon. Santa Fe didn't win the game. Southmore didn't win the game. There's half your victories there.
You go
on it, Phil. I just knew you were going to go with Memorial.
You can say it. Go ahead.
I can't do it. I got to go with Enid.
Yeah, you have to.
I got to go with the Plainsmen on the road, winning at Edmond Memorial.
Good ball game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chubba?
Boy, Ronnie can make up 2 or 3 games.
I ain't scared. Ed Memorial.
It's not happening.
Ed Memorial. Put him down. Let's go.
This is how he ends up 3-7. When he starts doing things like this is when he ends up 3-7.
Or in second place. Or
you guys just said it was going to be a good game.
He can't make up 7
You just said there's going to be a good game, so there's a chance they're going to win, right?
Yeah, Enid wins by 10.
Oh.
It's a good game.
Records, you are
7 up on Ronnie.
4 back from me.
That's right. 4 up.
And I picked 2 off him already.
Yep. Could be.
Well, me too, then.
Yeah. Can I change my pick?
Nope.
Okay. Number 8 game of the week. Westmore at Owasso. Westmore 3-7.
Disclaimer, not Westmore. It's West Oklahoma City.
Wait a sec. Chris gets to pick first on this one?
That's correct.
You get the easiest slots every time.
Not every time.
Okay, go ahead. Just we gotta time.
Yeah, we got a timing to
get into the show.
I don't know if Cole Adams is playing. Doesn't matter.
I hope not.
Owasso's winning.
I got Owasso too.
I have Owasso as well. These last 2 get a little fun. Imagine that. Chris gets to go after us on these last 2.
Yeah, he gets going. Yeah.
Such a coincidence.
Last on this one. Second last.
So you're telling me
such a coincidence.
You telling me Sapulpa Grove, McAllister, Collinsville are better than this game? Westmore and Owasso? All right. I didn't think so. Game number 9. Sapulpa 7-3 finished 4th in the district of 5A3 behind Coweta, Del City, McAllister.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Beat McAllister.
Yes.
Beat McAllister.
Beat McAllister.
Lost in weren't higher in the rankings because of points, but yeah.
They take on Grove, who has not lost a game this year. They snapped Collinsville's 21-game win streak. They have one of the top running backs in the state in Emmanuel Crawford, over 6,000 rushing yards. It is Sapulpa going on the road to a game. And remember earlier in our last segment, I said this is an upset alert type game.
Yeah.
For possibly beating the number 1. It would not be shocking if that happened. Yeah. But does it happen? Sapulpa lost to Sand Springs, lost to Coweta, and that's it. No, there should be one more. Yeah, there it is, Del City. You talk about 3 quality losses.
Wait, say it again. Coweta, Del City, and who?
Sand Springs.
And what was the scores?
Lost 2 touchdowns to Sand Springs, lost 42 points to Coweta, and lost by 49 points to Del City. Okay. Their schedule was...
They're very competitive, though.
They beat McAllister 28-27. Yeah. David Alexander, the offensive coordinator for Sapulpa, the Chieftains.
Big fan of his. Of course, Broken Arrow wishes they could do that all over again. Go ahead.
Phil?
I'm not first.
Who's first?
You are.
Oh, I'm first?
Yeah, I get to pick the last game first.
Oh.
That's how Chris sets it up.
I believe I texted you guys on Monday it was, right? And I said, I have an upset week 1, right?
Yeah.
First round playoffs, I had that. I said Sapulpa has a chance to beat Grove.
Yeah, you did.
Just kind of we talked about. Said that earlier in the week. That's no cap, right?
No cap.
Sticking with it. Sapulpa beats Grove.
Oh, looky there. Chris likes that pick too. Chris likes Sapulpa in this game.
Phil?
No, I can see either team winning this game.
Yeah, no, this is a really good ball game.
What you got, Phil?
You know, the 3 losses are the 3 really good teams for Sapulpa.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? 2 really good teams and then a good team. 2 bad losses against Coweta and Del City. They were bad losses.
Beat McAllister as of late.
As of late. So playing well right now. Grove, undefeated.
Pretty good schedule.
Yep.
Has one of the top running backs in 5A.
Emmanuel Crawford.
I think a lot of people would argue he's one of the top running backs in the state.
But that didn't matter when they played McAllister, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about Grove.
Cardi's best running back in the state.
I'm going Grove. I want to go Sapulpa, but I'm going Grove. Because of the running game. You like the running game.
I do like the running game. And I really like Emmanuel Crawford.
Then how do you go against Grove? You can't.
I just picked. Yeah,
I'm talking to him.
No, he's trying to get another game.
No, you got to pick Grove.
Why do I have to pick Grove?
Because it's the right pick. Don't start doing emotional things now. You never have.
He said it. He said it. He agreed. When I texted that earlier in the week, he knew exactly what I was talking about. He responded within seconds. He ignored the other messages, but he was responding immediately on this one. Yeah. So I knew he had his phone. So
what did I say?
You said Sepulpa. When I said I'm thinking of an upset this week in first round, and you said Sepulpa question mark within seconds.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about.
But I don't think he believes it. When it comes down right now to casting the ballot, Mr. 6,000 yards in his career is weighing heavy on him right now.
Groves at home. Best player on the field.
6,000 yards.
The best player on the field.
My bride said, I'm ready for open mic. Hurry up.
I'm 2 games back behind you. We haven't disagreed. 3, whatever it is.
Throw us a pulp up there so I can spread her out a little bit.
3 games, yeah. I can make ground in the playoffs. I'm not worried about that.
Right.
It's about getting the game right.
We're not done after this week?
This is too big of a risk.
No.
Oh, I need to change my picks then.
You know what?
He's going Grove.
If Guthrie were to beat Elgin,
he wants to go to Sepulpa instead of Grove.
Sepulpa. Grove, Sepulpa. Reverse psychology.
Oh,
Ridge
big
Runners.
Grove.
Going with Grove. Going with Grove.
Maintaining your lead,
man.
Phil.
I just can't. I don't want to be 4 games back.
No, right. No, that's a good. You're being strategic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Scared, some people will say.
Yeah.
Last one.
Phil, you on the clock.
It is a rematch of the state championship game a year ago. Collinsville won it over McAllister by a touchdown. McCarty was awesome. Collinsville was just a little bit better that night. McAllister 8-2 this year. 2 district losses to Coweta and Del City. Collinsville only lost coming to Grove. 9-1 this year is Collinsville. And Phil, you get to pick first.
McAllister.
Oh.
Built that one up, didn't you?
No, your wife said she's ready for open mic.
Oh.
Go ahead, Chris. Pick McAllister. Let's go on.
McAllister lost.
Pull up Collinsville's schedule.
It wasn't very good. It's not impressive.
Go ahead and pull it up.
They got crushed by Grove.
And then remember that night when we watched McAllister beat Del City with our own 2 eyes?
We did.
On the sideline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I dare you to pick Collinsville.
No, Phil, you're not. It doesn't work against me. Although I can't pick against. I'm picking McAllister.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
I mean, but I got to act like I had an influence.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Ronnie?
That's why I went.
How many opposite games are we right now?
A bunch. All of them.
I picked 3 different so far.
We picked Chandler together, picked Broken Arrow together, we picked Stigler together, we picked Bethany together, we picked Ringling together. Then you went Muldrow,
Correct.
You went Memorial, and you went Owasso. So 2 so far. Oh, and
just pick the
winner.
winner.
You went Sepulpa.
That's all you got to do.
So you got an opportunity. If you pick Collinsville, that'd give you could close 4. You could overtake Chris. Oh, you could tie Chris.
Ooh, I couldn't I? If I go undefeated.
That's right. I mean,
or you could be eliminated from the playoffs this week.
Hey, listen. Risk reward.
This is the devil talking to you, Ronnie. So
what do I got to be the devil?
I'm not going to do it. McAllister.
Scaredy cat. Coward, some people would say.
You know
Those
what?
are the picks. Stay tuned. Coming up here in a second, we'll have our open mic podcast. And those are our picks this week. Best of luck to your teams this week, and should be a good one. Another great game will be Guthrie going on the road to Elgin. Obviously, we'll have the broadcast of the game. No picks here, but could set up a possible Grove-Sepulpa matchup there. So great. All 5A games, and then next week games are going to be like state championship games in 5A.
Carl Albert, Bill City.
Regardless of who wins Guthrie, Elgin. It's going to be against Grove or Sepulpa. And these are top games next week.
Yeah, big time. It's going to be great ball games.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Big thank you to all of our great viewers out there. The feedback was awesome. We always have fun with our show. And big thank you to all of our sponsors, including our tallest sponsor, Generations Church. For Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. Stay tuned. Coming up next is the Open Mic Podcast. Good night.